All right, well, welcome back to another video. I'm Laura Jackson. I am the host and creator of Little Yo Pod, the All Things Yosemite podcast, former Yosemite National Park resident, sequestered in Portland, Oregon, until this whole COVID thing goes away. But until then, I'm doing lots of things to keep myself busy, and you get to be on the receiving end of that, so it's your lucky day. So in my last video, it was I did a list of my top 5 Christmas, non-Christmas movies. It's like movies that are kind of like in the Christmas or wintry genre that aren't necessarily as heartwarming as Christmas movies that you might be familiar with. And it was such a huge success that I decided to follow it up with my top 5 Christmas movies. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty much obsessed with Christmas. My obsession begins around Halloween. Like, October through December, in my opinion, are the best months of the year. Now, that being said, after New Year's, winter is dead to me. But anyway, up until then, we get to enjoy all the light and the glamour of Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. So I put on my Christmas coat. This is my Christmas book tree. That's almost my entire collection right now. I mean, it's mostly books about Yosemite because I'm obsessed. Not this one though. This is called Folk Medicine from Vermont, and I just love it. You know what their cure for everything is in Vermont? Apple cider vinegar. So anyway, this is going to be my top 5 Christmas movies, and I actually did a little bit of extra work for this one that you'll be seeing in just a bit. I also poured myself a cup of Christmas cheer. This is reindeer spit. I've got the spirit of Christmas in me now. I feel like I look like I have crazy eyes in this video because it's Christmas time. Number 5, and I'm counting down from 5 to 1 again, Christmas movie. And I've put these into categories as well. So this one is my top recommendation for hipsters. And it's Pee-wee's Christmas Special. There he is. So Pee-wee Herman is a adult man who acts like a child on his show Pee-wee's Playhouse. This was a really big show in the 80s. I don't remember watching it as a kid, but I watched this Christmas special as a teenager. It's only about a half an hour long. You can like it, ironically or unironically. Like, I actually find myself laughing out loud at certain parts, but Pee-wee Herman, or Paul Reubens, who plays him, he kind of came under some scrutiny. I don't know how he's regarded now. I haven't looked him up because I personally really love him. So I kind of just want to believe that he's still kind of a good person. If you have a half an hour and you just like to, I don't know, have an edible and have a little bit of fun with the TV, I highly recommend Pee-wee's Christmas Special. My next selection, number 4, this is one I'm going to say is best for families or those that are young at heart, and that is A Muppet Christmas Carol. Now, this is Kermit the Frog. He plays Bob Cratchit. And his little Tiny Tim is a little frog with crutches. It's pretty cute. Piggy is still the wife. She's still in there. I mean, I could do without Piggy forever, honestly. A Muppet Christmas Carol is one of probably hundreds, if not thousands, of Christmas carols out there. But my favorite interpretation of it has always been A Muppet Christmas Carol, because it's like half of it is Muppets. Gonzo plays Charles Dickens and he narrates the story. Anyway, it's just a super fun movie. It's very cute. And if you love Muppets, then you will certainly love A Muppet Christmas Carol. And if you love Muppets, I doubt that you have gone through your life without seeing this movie. All right, the next selection, number 3. This is best, this is again really good for families or those that were raised in the 90s. And if this is not in your Christmas rotation and you're around my age, then I'd be pretty surprised. And it's Home Alone. This is Kevin McAllister, aka Macaulay Culkin, in the famous scene where he puts the aftershave on his cheeks and it burns and he screams. And I don't really understand why, because I don't actually think that he shaved. I thought he just like took a shower. But I've never put aftershave on my face ever. So maybe it just burns when you put it on. I don't know. Home Alone, great movie. Getting the bad guys, putting them through the ringer, and they just keep coming. These guys just take like a ton of abuse to try to get into the home of the McAllisters. God, I love Home Alone, and props to Macaulay Culkin for like keeping it together like his whole life. And I would definitely go see a McCulkin film. Macaulay, not Kieran. Number 2, this movie is best for people with this movie's best for adults, let's just say that. There are some scenes in this movie that are definitely not appropriate for children. And that's Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton is someone I just find infinitely interesting. So I love anything that he's in. And Bad Santa, God, I didn't think I would like this movie, but my friend made me watch it one year, and I was so resistant. And we watched it, and I was like, yes. Although it's crass and like super inappropriate for families, it still has a really beautiful, heartwarming message in the end. And it all works out for everyone, except for the bad guys. Excuse me, please. So I'm going to take a break between number 2 and number 1 and just say that this year has been a huge pain in the butt for a lot of us. And I'm really looking forward to 2021. I'm super excited to put this year behind me. I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like this year just didn't even really happen. It's just sort of been frozen in time for me. So I just want to take this time to reach out to like my friends back home, who I hope will be watching this, and tell you all that I love you all so much and I miss you, and I just want to wish you a very happy holiday season, and I'm really hoping that we can all spend some time together soon once all of this is past. So that brings us to number 1, a movie about family, about love, and about togetherness, and my top Christmas movie of all time. And it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What else can I say about this movie except for that it's perfect from beginning to end? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, Beverly D'Angelo, a young Johnny Galecki. It's got a great cast. It's a great story. It's hilarious. It's silly. It's fun. There's just no amount of mental energy that needs to go into it whatsoever. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you like this selection and that you give some of these movies a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you love them, if you don't love them, if you love me, and I will see you in the next video. Merry Christmas, everybody!